Hey, my name is Christa Sterken. I just wanted to wish you Happy New Year. Nope, that's not it. Hey, my name is Christa Sterken. I just wanted to wish you Happy New Year. Share with you 15 things I loved in 2015. So, that felt stupid too. Hey, my name is Christa Sterken. I just wanted to wish you Happy New Year and kick off the video series that I'll be doing occasionally on my blog this year. So I wanted to start by sharing 15 of my favorite things from 2015. So, we all have favorite things, right? Check this out. My friend Shannon, you see this? Painted this for me. It is a picture of my favorite place that I feel closest to God. And she'd seen a photograph and thought she would surprise me, and it came in the mail. And if you look at this cliff right here, you wouldn't believe how tiny you really are. And the waves crash up in the winter way over your head. So it's a total black sky with white waves just crashing in. It's amazing and a powerful place to be. So that was a wonderful surprise. That's number one. Number two, you know I like cameras. Well, I went to visit and my Uncle Dennis had a box full of vintage cameras. Let me see if I can show you these things. I totally scored. They had the case, the box, and even the books that went with them, so I was pretty excited about that. Thanks, Uncle Dennis. Number three, one of my everyday staples, cinnamon lip gloss from Bath & Body Works. I don't wear a lot of stuff on my lips, but this stuff's so addicting, primarily because it has cinnamon, and my lips are always chapped. Try it. You'll love it. You'll thank me. You'll write letters to Bath & Body with gratitude. I know it. One of my other favorite things this year is my journaling Bible. If you haven't seen this before, you can Google in my blog on the right-hand side. There's a search bar, and you can just type in Bible journaling. But sometimes I do really simple pages, you know, like I might just smear a little bit of paint, and this is just half a doily I taped on. And sometimes I'll do really personal meaning. You know how it is when you're talking on video and you're not used to it and you start saying all kinds of dorky things. But I did a page that I cannot open here. I did one of those clear plastic overlays, and I typed in the song lyrics and put them over a Maxfield Parrish painting. It's called Ecstasy, and it was done around 1920. And it's something with a lot of personal meaning to me, so I wanted to document how that went with my faith. So this is definitely a staple of my days. And when I'm using them, I like to use my favorite colored pencils. These are called Prismacolor Very Thins. Let me see if I can get that close for you. Will that zoom in or not? No? Okay. Well, it's V-E-R-I thin, Very Thins. And I like them a lot better than the regular Prismacolors because they get a much finer point and seem to work better. So they're a little more expensive than like Crayola colored pencils, but I really think they're worth the investment. I've had these for 15 years probably, and look how tall they all still are. So that's pretty good. I also love essential oils. I know this was a bandwagon everyone seems to be on, and it took me a while to figure them out, but I love Joy. This one's by Young Living. And Young Living's pretty expensive. I really love their products, and there's a lot of talk out there about what is the best. I like the Now and the Eden's Garden version also. Can you see that? You can get those on Amazon for super duper cheap. So, another favorite thing, are you ready? Is this my Grammy, my favorite grandma. She's been my best friend for my whole life practically. And she took this. I collect vintage pillowcases, and I love the handiwork that people put into these. So I sent them to my grandma and I asked her if she could make something out of them. So she made me 3 pillows for my bed so I can enjoy them every day in a fresh new way. Alright, I love DIYs. This was a favorite project I did this year. Sorry, I'm looking to the right. I'm kind of trying to see what I'm showing you, the camera. So It's going to take me a little practice to get that right. This is made with a vintage 1900 or maybe a 1910 Brownie Box Camera. These came out in 1900. They cost about $1, and Kodak is the first one who put them out, and people could use them and send that back into the company. So they were really on the forefront of making photography something that was usable for everyday people. And I just recycled some old bookcases or bookends that I got at Goodwill, I think for $1. So they're a really creative piece, and it's a fun way to utilize stuff you have maybe that you're already collecting and don't know what to do with it. That's one of my favorites. Speaking of, when I was in Arizona, I bought this game board. It's Clue. Let's see, there we go. It's dorky. It's probably from the 60s, and I carried it all the way home from Arizona with the idea that I would make something with it. So I'm thinking I might cut it apart and use it for like book covers and make some kind of altered journal. But I really love stuff like this. One of my favorite things, you might have seen this before if you've ever seen anything I'm doing in my office. It's kind of heavy, but here it is. This is my writing inspiration. And yes, it is a full-size disco ball. I hang it by my desk. I have Christmas lights all around the perimeter of this room that are white that I keep on all year long, just so I can shine my disco ball, because winters in the Midwest get pretty dark. And this is really fun for me. It's unexpected, it's just sort of goofy. And I write a lot of serious stuff, but I'm not always a serious person. That kind of gives you an insight into a little bit of who I am when I'm not writing those hard stuff. Flow magazine. This is from, I don't know, I think it's Sweden, somewhere around there they produced this. So you have to get an international subscription, but I love it. It's so pretty. It has beautiful quotes and paper crafts and good stories. So it's a good investment if you like to be visually inspired. Let's see. Yeah, I'm that lady. This is called Urban Decay, the Vice palette. And this is what it looks like. Yeah. My kids say I'm a little too old to be wearing this stuff. And I say, I don't care. I'll be that lady wearing my shiny eyeshadow. And I'll be enjoying every second of it. Now, when my friend Bria came to visit this summer, she brought me a gift. It's this book. Now, I love vintage books, love them, and I buy way too many of them at like book sales and stuff because I feel sort of like the Lorax of the books. I need to collect them and speak for the books so they don't get thrown away. So it's my favorite color, and it's also just happens to be called the Home Educator. So since I've been homeschooling for 13 years, that was especially fun and meaningful for me. And my last thing is this, something I bought for myself. Let me see if I can get that closer. They made it into a necklace, but it's a stopwatch. It's an old stopwatch. Can you see that at all? Probably not that good. How about that? Well, any case, I love time. I love the idea of capturing your everyday moments. So for me, this was kind of an extravagant purchase. Paid $40, big spender. And this year on the blog, I'm going to be talking a lot about everyday moments as an overarching theme, how that really affects how we view our life. If we're waiting for the big thing, we're missing the now, which is where the exciting parts are, in your everyday moments. And I'm really excited to share this with you, but this is my inspiration for that. Okay, I know it's going to be 15, but then I remembered this. My mom made this for my birthday, and it was right behind me. It is mixed media canvas, so I don't know if the camera will show up the kind of details of the amount of work it takes, but it's layer upon layer. Happy birthday, Christa. Love, Mom. Okay, so that's 16. One to grow on, right? Like when you used to have a birthday. So that's it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate your support on my blog and in my writing, and I do this for you. It's all because I want to encourage you. God bless you. Peace out.